All right, so homework 4, chapter 2 has a whole lot to do with graphs and charts and those kind of things. First one is just interpreting a pie chart. So my pie chart, if I have everything in it, is 100%. Just as some common benchmarks, if I have my circle and I divide it up into fourths, if I could draw, that would be about 1/4. So this is going to be a lot of estimating about how much this is. So it says, which department accounts for approximately 1/5 of the annual budget? So 1/5 going to be just a little smaller than 1/4, right? So we're going to look there, and which one looks like it's just a little bit smaller than 1/4? Engineering, exactly. The drop down is going to have all these choices. You're going to pick that one. I'm just going to abbreviate for right now. It looks like English. It's engineering. Then the next one says approximately what percent of the annual budget is used for both sales and research combined. So if I look at sales and research, looks like about what percent? 50. It's half of my pie chart, right? So 50% would be half of my pie chart, 50%. The next one, they're giving you choices of what numbers to pick, because sometimes it might be at 8%, but you're going to round it to whatever it's closest to. If 10% of the annual budget is media, so they're telling you this is 10%. Approximately what percent is used for engineering? If this is 10, that one looks like it's about how much bigger? 20. Besides, this one up here was 1/5, and 1/5 is the same thing as 20%, right? So just taking your pie chart, estimating those values based on what you know. Half my pie chart's 50%, 1/4 of it is 25%, etc. So on number 2, which category was chosen by approximately 1/4 of the community? So which one looks like it's about 1/4?
Bird.
The bird, yep. Bird looks like it's about 1/4. What percent of the community chose fish or none? So fish or none looks like about what? And they're going to round it off to a multiple of 10. If we compare it to the bird, is it bigger or smaller than the bird? This much here, does that look like it's a bigger section or a smaller section than this one here? It's a little bit smaller, right? This is 1/4. 1/4 is 25%. So since this one's a little bit smaller than that, we would say it's going to be 20%, right? 30% would be about 1/3 of the pie chart, so the cat looks like it might be 30%. 15% of my community chose fish. So this section here is 15%. We want to estimate what percent chose that none. 5. Looks like it's about 1/3 of the fish, right? So 5% would have been choosing none. So number 3 here, it says we have a recent phone survey. People were asked to state their favorite type of television show. Which category was chosen by approximately 1/3 of those surveyed?
News.
News looks like it's 1/3, right? Approximately what percent of those surveys chose other or drama? So other or drama would be that much of my pie chart. Again, these ones are rounded off to the nearest 10. So we would say that one looks like it's about 30%, exactly. That's about the same size as my 1/3. 1/3 would actually be a little bit bigger because it's 33 1/3. And if 8% of those surveys chose sports, so this little section here we know is 8%. What percent chose drama? So up here's drama. How much bigger does that look than our 8%? So our choices are 3, 12, 24, or 300.
24.
Probably the 24, right? The other ones don't even look like they'd make sense for what we have there. So it's about 3 times bigger, 24%. So you're just going to do some estimating on those, looking at my pie chart. Now we're